So, really, if you like the resistance band, you want one with not much give and one with a lot of give for some of the exercises. So some of the resistance bands will be better than others. Again, do what you can. This is just like a little experiment to introduce some of these to the class. Okay. So again, if you've got a small resistance band, yeah, just grab a couple. And if there's no resistance bands, a belt can do for some of the exercises as well. Like if you need a longer one. But we'll have a go now, okay? So, however's comfortable for you, we're just going to do a little warm up with the resistance band around your legs, just to get your legs warm, okay? So if we stand up here, that's it. There we go. And again, this is all this is about is, again, you can stretch and stretch and stretch, but to build up the muscles, you need resistance. So this is just, like we've used the weights before on kettlebells, this is another way of building up resistance. That's it, yeah, a long one and a short one's good. So for this exercise, you step out to one side and squat down, bring your foot in, step to the other side and squat down. Okay, so it's the same sort of thing we did before, now with a bit of added resistance. So we'll go 1, and left. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 9, and one more, you should get the desired effect. Now, I'll show you from the side, depending on your resistance band, that's quite the workout, will be the amount you can step back or forward, okay? So don't worry too much about how far you go, it won't be like a full lunge. But what's going to happen now is you're going to take your leg back, almost like into a warrior one or a front stance, and then take your leg forward the other way, okay? So just now we were going side to side, now we're going forward and back. What we're going to do is we're going to do the one leg, so 5 repetitions forward and back, and then the other leg forward and back, okay? So again, it doesn't matter if you go forward first or backwards first, we'll have a go. So you step forward as far as you can, bend into that knee, and then take it back as far as you can, and bend into the front knee. So that's 1, and 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. A bit deeper now. 6. Good. No, do the same one. I know I said 5, but again I was like, how hard will this be? And I'm like, oh, we can do a couple more. Earlier exercises, I was like, yeah, that's enough. My legs feel it. It's basically until your legs have a workout, just like lifting weights, really. And right, let's change leg. We'll change leg now. Okay. Again, I know I said to 5, but then I looked at it and went, we could probably do a couple more. It's not as bad as I originally thought. A lot of these exercises I've kind of, because all the resistance bands are here in the class, I was like looking them up today, going, we'll do that resistance class. And it's something that I do all the time. And the warm-up one, I was just like, that's 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. Last one. Okay, now we're going to give the back a workout, okay? So you can still use your small one. I'm going to use my larger one for this just to demonstrate, okay? So this is to help to improve back flexibility, back strength. So again, depending what kind of band you've got, you're going to stand on your band. So just position this. So under the feet so it's nice and secure. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like a row So this is the sequence. You can have legs slightly bent or legs straight, depending on your flexibility. I'm going to row up, and I'm going to go one side, and then I'm going to try and stand up, okay? So that'll be one, okay? So let's have a go again. So you row both of them together, and then you go right, left, and then try and stand up. That's it, and then just keep going. So row, one side, other side, stand. Was it an appropriate one there? Oh, I tell you what. No, I tell you what. Go with it. There's a blue one.
Okay.
But I thought, oh, that'd be too long. That won't work. But I think that'd be perfect for you. There you go. Keep going. I'll just say we're on 5. This is 5. Right in the way down. 6. So funny, man. 7. Back to the legs starting to warm up. 8. 9. And 10. Well done. So use your long one again. These are the nice shoulder ones now. So I've done some of these before. One of my favourite starting ones is to take it to the side, take behind, and then do like a little circle. It's like a little square circle like this. That's it. And I know before you're probably using a belt, but with the resistance bands, you can kind of pull on it a bit. And that pulling, is it long enough?
No.
Okay, no, it's. I tell you what, you use this, and I'll show you a neat little trick. So if you tie, I won't mix it up. So, let's say you've got your set and you've got 2 small ones. You can do this trick where you loop them like this. See if this works. Yeah, but mine's still not long enough. And then change direction. That's it. It doesn't have to be the stretchy band for these ones. Okay, cool. Now, this is my favourite with the resistance band over this that doesn't have flexibility, is to pull it over your head. And that little pull to the side, you're working all your chest muscles and things like that. So forward and back 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, wherever's tightest, just hold and chill out for about 5 breaths and just sort of rotate side to side. That can feel quite nice. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we're going to go back to the bands, but there's a little yoga flow sequence I want to show you. Before I show you it, I'm going to put the dog in the bed because I know how excited she gets when I show her her leg. So we'll be going back to resistance bands and do some stretching and conditioning. Okay, so this little yoga flow. So we'll start here. It's quite a long sequence, but hopefully you enjoy it. So, have your right leg forward, doesn't really matter which leg forward. And have one leg back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look up and stretch, and then twist and try and get our elbow to the floor. Now it doesn't matter if your elbow goes to the floor or not, but that twist trying to get your elbow is really nice on the inside of the legs. So we're going to do 10 of these, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pick up that back knee, roll onto the curl, and twist again. Now what we're going to do is you're going to come over the head, try and reach through your fingertips, and look back. And I know you can't do it, but try and touch your heel. Just going to go forward and back 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, from here, twist onto the outside edge of your foot. And essentially, we're going to do the same thing again, but this should feel nice on the lower hip. So we're going to come, lift the hip up, as you're on the hand down, and then we're trying to get the hip as low to the floor as possible as the hand goes back. So up and round, down, 3, 4, 5. Now if you want to put your knee down now, bring your arm up, or if you want to come down with your forearm and do side plank like this, you can. If you want to extend your leg out, you can. And if you want to come up onto the hand, you can. But here we're going to do the same thing. Round, expand. 2, 3, 4, I know the obliques are on fire, 5. And then go into a down dog, and then drop the knees and go into a puppy pose. Just release everything. Stretch through the hands and the fingertips, deep breath. Come forward, bring the other knee forward, and we start that whole sequence on the other side. Okay, so again, expand the chest, look up to the fingertips and the ceiling, and roll over and bring your elbow to the ground. Now I started doing this twisting elbow sequence earlier in the month, and when I started doing it, I couldn't get my elbow anywhere near the floor, and only after a couple of practices, I'm already finding this is a lot more open. So it's a sequence that, again, when you start doing it, you can go, oh, this feels impossible, which is what it's all about. But when you look at it, you're like, that's not so bad. I've lost my count, I'll just say it's 8. And I just felt so nice. And 10. And then lift that back leg. And again, we're going to come over and back. Just moving this hip a little bit can be really nice. Building heat in the body. Conscious of how cold it is out there. Good. And then turn onto the sides. Blade to your foot and foot out. And again, over, round, drop the hip down. Now, any way you want to do it, take the leg back. Full side plank on your forearm, on the leg, just go with it, and forward and back. Don't you start, Dan. You've got a wonderful life. And then roll over into your down dog. And then we'll go into a little drop into chaturanga. Take the arms forward. Take the elbows back to cactus. All the way back behind. Palms down, slide palms so the fingers are pointing away from you, and just push into the hands slightly for a nice little wrist stretch. And then rotate the fingers back, push up, and down dog. And again, we're going to take the right leg forward, come up into a warrior two. Now from here, we're going to work a half bind. So take your left arm behind your back, and it's like you're going to do a prayer on your right hip. Okay? Now, I'm going to fold forward over that leg and bring my fingertips down to the floor or to a block. Now, if this is intense for you, this is everything. This is about, she wants to go to the toilet. Hey, sorry, Dan, I'm busy, I can't. Or, to make it more challenging, do you mind if I... Okay, it leads there, just take it out. So, take your arm forward here to make it more intense. So take your right arm forward and just hold for 5 breaths. Good. Bring the fingertips down. Start to straighten that leg. And look up to the ceiling to twist. She should go straight away, bro. Okay, good. Bend the knee. Release the back hand. Reverse warrior. And straighten the leg. And tip forward into triangle pose. Trigonasana. Okay, bend that front leg. Bring the hands down. Bring the leg back into plank. Optional vinyasa over straight into down dog. And then bring your left leg forward, and we'll do the sequence on the other side. So first come up to warrior two. Again, I'm going to take my right hand now behind my back, make a prayer on my left hip, and I'm going to fold over and bring my fingertips to the floor or to the block, and make sure our shoulder is pinned back. So feel free to stay here if this is intense for you, or reach the arm forward. Bring the fingertips back down to the floor, straighten the leg. Bend the knee, come up for reverse warrior. Straighten the leg. And tip forward to triangle pose. Trigonasana. Back hand down. Optional vinyasa into down dog. Back into plank. This is a little strength challenge. My advice is take your feet shoulder width. Now without moving your hips, try and bring your right hand to your left chest. Now try and bring your left hand to your right chest. And down. Lift the right leg up a couple of inches. Down. And left foot up a couple of inches. And down. Good. Into your child's pose. So we're going to do our floor stretch now using the resistance bands, okay? So if we have trouble reaching our feet or reaching into positions, this is where the resistance band is really useful, because we're not, it's called, like in yoga they call it jamming into positions, so it's more natural. So if you can grab your foot, fantastic. If you cannot grab your foot, you just put the band around your foot. Okay, it's as easy as that. And then, because the band is there, you can measure it. So just start to bring in any fashion. He just took you out, Dan. He did all that stuff for you. Did she go for it?
Yeah, she had a pee, and then she really wanted to investigate some smells on the other side.
Yeah, I know. She took you for a ride.
Yeah, and then I brought her back.
That's exactly right. And what you can do from here is you can practice your breathing. So breathing in, arch this way, and breathing out, relaxing in. And the natural thing is, after a while of practicing with the band, you just reach forward. You're not tricking anyone, Dan. You're fine. Good. Come up and change leg. So again, let's say there's like a day after training, you feel stiff and you're like, I can't touch my toes today, but I still want to do this stretch. This is just resistance bands help. Ferg just took her out for a toilet as well. Now, my stretch that I should do more, and I'm getting better, but for years I ignored this stretch because I was like this, I couldn't touch my toes, yeah? Which is really funny because there's all photos of me at like 15 jumping up and kicking my hands. I'm like, well, I could do it in the air, why can't I do it sat down? So this is the one for me where the resistance bands are really good, because your body almost needs to be tricked into doing these stretches. It's like you can touch your toes, but your body has this resistance mechanism where they're like, I don't want to do that for you, so I'd rather not, okay? And what I find with the bands, because you're still doing the correct position and you're holding on to something, like your brain doesn't know that you're not touching your feet, so you're still getting that. You go, oh, I touched it, I've relaxed. And then when you relax, you go, oh, I can tip a little bit further forward. So again, it's just about having like an extra, on your bicycle, extra wheel there, to give you the support to help you to relax in your stretches. And then again, you slowly, so go, oh yeah, there's my feet there. I can touch them. Okay, so this is the resistance stretch that made me come up with this idea for Ryan. He's not here today, but if anyone wants to build muscles around their knees, this is the exercise for you. So again, I'm using the small band, but I'd say for a lot of you, you'd want to use the big band. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to lie on your front here, hold on to the band, and then push your foot into it. Now, I've only got a small band, so my band won't go very far. If you've got a longer band, this is a great one for this, Alan. This is what I bought that one for. Okay, and just straighten and bend it 10 times, okay? But give it real resistance, so it's really got to push. And if you can get it halfway up the foot, so push against and back. Push, and another way of doing it is as you push into the band, you count for a number. So you go 1, 2, 3, release, and then go again. So when I was using it, I had a really long one and hold with 2 hands, so it kept the knee straight. So see, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then change foot. Okay, and you're going to try and go for it. Fantastic. Okay. And now we're going to lie on our back and do my favourite stretches with a resistance band. So, if you remember that blue thing I was using, I finally snapped the other day.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just stretching it, went, so that lasted a long time. But again, doesn't matter if you got a long one or a short one. Probably better with a longer one, but again, still works for a small one. Okay, so from here, very simply, all I'm going to do is point my toe and curl my toe. So plantar flex and dorsiflex. And this is obviously really good for your calves. It's good for things like sciatica and all those circulation problems throughout the legs that can happen. And once you've done 10 of those, start to make small inch-out circles and gradually start to make them bigger. And then change direction. If you've done this little routine with me before with a belt, this next one doesn't quite work. Those two work, but the next one doesn't. And this is the one where you drop your leg and the resistance band kind of expands, and then you pull against it hard. So we're going to do the axe kick stretch now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold the band in your opposite hand and take your leg across your body. Little twist. Feel free to stay there and just chill out, or you can pulse slightly with your hand under the leg. Good, bring it up. Bring it into the same side now. Come over, keep your opposite shoulder pinned to the floor so you don't twist. And again, feel free to chill out there or start to pulse the leg slightly. Okay, and relax. And then change side. Again, position it on the top of your foot and just point and curl your toes. And then start to make the circles into out. Change direction. And then axe it down and stretch it up. Take it in your opposite hand, take it across your body. Stay still or pulse, up to you. And then switch hands, take it up the other side. And take it up. Cool. Now we're going to finish off the session with a bit of conditioning with the band. Totally up to you whether you want to use the wall or not. Okay, so you can do these exercises obviously with your hand on a wall, or you can do them with your hand off a wall. Okay, so first one is just like an assisted stretch kick holding onto the band. So you loop it into your foot and you just lift it up. And that little pull right at the top gets into your hamstring and just activates that muscle. Okay? So again, we're just going to do 10 on one side, keep it nice and simple, okay? Ready, go for it. 1, 2. You can make it slightly harder if you put it in your opposite hand, that'll twist it a little bit. The other hand up for balance. Just because it's in this side, so we don't have to change it twice, we'll just go out to the side. Now this is the one where you might need a wall, okay? We're going to pick it up now to the side. Keep that big toe down. Take your time. Cool. Now change it. Ready, go. And take it out to the side. Fantastic. Swap legs, and we're just going to do 2 kicks, the front kick and the side kick, just to show you how it can help. So with the front kick, from a stretching point of view, it doesn't matter what you have on your foot, but obviously closer to the ball of the foot as possible. Let's just start in position A, and then kick, and then pull it in. So you're practicing out, and obviously each time you're trying to go higher. Okay? So we're just going to go for 10. Feel free to use a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sides. Works your standing leg a lot as well. Holding on. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and breathe naturally if you can. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the side kick one, you most certainly will need a wall, okay? But again, this is my favourite for helping the side kick. Put it on your foot, turn your toe down, and try and kick your leg perfectly straight, and then bend your knee, okay? So again, we'll just do 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, fantastic. Feels good. And then let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, last one we're going to do. This one we're going to work with partners. When you're at home, you just tie your band onto something secure. But as I only have this post here that's secure, I don't really have any other thing secure you can link it to. You're going to have a partner, okay? So, figure this, borrow a sec. So what you're going to do is lie on your front with your head turned away from me. That's it. So bend one leg. That's it. So I'm going to put this around here. Right? And I'm going to pull. He's going to let me go. Let me pull it. That's it. And then you pull against it. That's it. 1. So it's just like a hamstring curl. But again, our hamstrings are usually an unbalanced muscle. It's usually very flexible but very weak. And this is very good for picking up. So with your partner, just 10 and 10 and then switch. Okay? Andrew, do you want to be my partner? Here we go. So, one person lying on the front. There we go.
You can do both at the same time.
That's fine. Only one.
Try to control it throughout. That's it. 2, 3, 4, Swing that should be up. 5, 6,
That's not over my heel.
Well, it's just an advert for keep training. Yeah, well, this is the thing about the stretching. It's about giving ideas because, again, people go, I know how to stretch. But what they do is they've got a stretching thing that they do and they're not really working on it.
And it's very personal, I would say, what stretches.
Well, yeah, that's it. So this is why every week I'm trying to show you like 1 or 2 more. I've got I'm always going to have my favourites, the ones I think need to be maintained. But it's just about like having a bit of thing. And the resistance bands, again, was something I never used to use. And then I started using them and I sort of see a difference. And I went, well, you know, again, you don't have to get a huge amount of equipment, but little bits of equipment like the yoga blocks and the stretching band are great.
I think once you've used resistance and you don't use it,
Yeah.
the difference feels easier when you're with
Well, yeah,
resistance.
exactly. That's what it's about. It's about that ease of movement. But that is essentially it, guys. There was a bunch more I want to share with you, but again, just to give you an introduction. If you like it, we'll do it again sometime. But yeah, I think it is good to have a short one and then a longer one for doing most of the exercises. Yeah? Feel good? Yeah. Excellent.